Hi yogis, I'm Shiloh. Welcome to your yin flow through the chakras. Today, if you would like, bring 2 blocks and a blanket near your mat. You're welcome to use them during the practice, but you could also do this flow entirely without props. All right, let's get started in Baddha Konasana, our butterfly pose at the top of the mat. So sitting down, knees go wide, feet come together, and scoot your groin in close to those heels or vice versa. Hold onto the feet or the ankles, sit up nice and tall. Try to keep those elbows close to your torso so you're nice and tall through the spine, super long, letting the knees gently open. Close the eyes. Inhale through the nose. Taking a little more. Then exhale, sigh it out. Inhale. Exhale. Again, big inhale. And exhale. Then closing the mouth. Keeping the inhales and exhales super slow, steady, and soft. And just feeling here how we're rooted down. We're grounded, we're secure. Gravity has us held firmly on the mat. The base of our spine planted. And I want you to imagine right there at the base of your spine, your tailbone, your sitting bones, a red disc spinning slowly. This is your root chakra, Muladhara chakra. And this is where we find our sense of security in the world. Repeat to yourself, I am. I am steady. I am stable. I am strong and grounded. My roots grow deep and wide, supporting me, so that as my trunk and my branches grow and spread, I am able to do everything I need to do, accomplish what I need to accomplish, follow my dreams, secure my path. I am. I am. A few more deep breaths here. One more big inhale. Exhale. And then slowly open your eyes, hold on to your big toes, and very slowly start curving through the spine. Let yourself roll onto your back, knees pull in towards the shoulders, flex the feet at the ceiling, finding your happy baby pose. Now moving upward into the hips, Svadhisthana chakra. An orange colored disc is right in between your hips and your pelvis area, spinning beautifully. And the hips feel watery, fluid, open. This is where we feel our emotions. So repeat to yourself, I feel. I allow myself to feel what I feel, to be comfortable in my own skin and with my emotions. I acknowledge them. I recognize them. Sometimes I might be overwhelmed with them, but I am grateful for them. I allow them to pass fluidly. I allow myself to be comfortable in them. I feel. I feel. Slow, deep breaths, continuing to open those beautiful hips, letting them continue to find space and fluidity. Option to take a little rocking motion like you're on the waves, rocking through that water. few more deep breaths. And on your next inhale, find that steadiness again, just stay centered. And you can let go of the toes and instead hold onto the tops of your knees. Find a little rocking motion back and forth. And when you're ready, rock up into your Malasana. You can use your hands to frame one knee or just reach the arms out in front of you. So coming into your yogi squat here, staying really low with the hips. And if you would like, you can bring a block under your tailbone for some support. You could take it on the higher setting. You could take 2 blocks, or if you would like, without blocks. Make sure those toes are turned outward, knees pointing upward and outward. Hands at heart center, or if you're up a little higher, they can be down. Close the eyes again if you open them to find that movement. And then we're going to move upward into the Manipura chakra, the solar plexus. That space right around your belly button. This is your power center, your gut instinct. I want you to repeat to yourself, I do, I can, I will. My willpower is strong. I trust my gut instinct is right. I listen to my gut. I am powerful when I connect to my power center. I can do all things. And imagine a beautiful yellow disc like the sun spinning right at the center of your solar plexus. That is your sun, your power center. All else revolves around it. And it is bright as you are bright, shining, beautiful and strong, powering your body, powering your soul, your breath, and empowering you to do what you need to do in this life. It is your path, no one else's. Just a few more breaths. One more. And then when you're ready, lean forward, lift the heels, and slowly step the knees to about the center of the mat, knees parallel and about as wide as your shoulders. Moving into the heart chakra now, the Anahata chakra, we will take our Anahatasana pose, puppy pose. So keeping the knees and the hips aligned, start to walk the hands forward. Maybe coming down onto the forearms, forehead, perhaps chin, maybe even chest. Anahata chakra. Imagine a beautiful green spinning disc right at your heart center. And this is where we learn to accept ourselves, accept others, and to love, to be open, to be vulnerable, but not to be taken advantage of. We can allow ourselves to be vulnerable and open without becoming victims. So feel powerful in your vulnerability and repeat to yourself, I love. I love. I love myself and others. I am open. I am willing to accept myself and others for who they are and give grace for the beautiful things and the flaws, knowing it's part of the human experience. I accept and I love with all of that. 3 more breaths. And to come out of this, we're going to press our forehead into the mat so we can lean forward and send the weight into our forearms. That way we protect the shoulders, pressing into the forearms. Slowly walk the hands back. As the hands walk back, let the knees go wide. Knees go wide, bring toes together. And then as you walk back, the hips sink down. Now, instead of bringing the hips right on top of the heels, although you can do that if this next position doesn't feel right, I want you to spread the heels just a bit so you can bring the hips down inside the heels. You could also do this sitting on a block, and it's a tadpole variation. So it's a little bit of a hip opener, a little bit of a back bend, and we're going to move upward into the throat chakra. Bring your hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. Pull down as you press the palms together. Then we're going to start lifting the head, the heart, finally opening through that neck, feeling vulnerable, allowing ourselves to be open here. This is your throat chakra, Vishuddha, and the color is a beautiful blue. And there's a spinning disc that's opening your throat, letting it widen. Here is your truth. And you repeat to yourself, I talk, I speak, I express. I express my truth, not to be hurtful, not to be harmful, but because when it needs to be said, I am saying it with conviction and with right thought, without trying to be creating pain, but rather freeing myself and others from pain, allowing ourselves to be more communicative, to express ourselves in the healthiest way we can, and be open to saying what we need to say, even if sometimes others may not want to hear it. So open that throat. Let yourself be able to speak. Pull the chest forward so that you can slowly start to unwind that neck and bring the chin downward. Then sit up nice and straight and tall. Hands come down in front of you. Lean forward and heel toe the feet and knees in about 1 time. And then from here, hips to heels, coming into our child's pose, our balasana, and moving up to the third eye chakra, that area right in between the brows. Bring that area right down to the floor, connect it to the floor, and walk your hands forward, find a long spine here. Into the ajna chakra, our third eye. This is our vision, and it's not a physical vision, it's intuitive. So repeat to yourself, I see. I see beyond just what my eyes see. I see what is meant for me. I see a grander vision for myself, for my life. I see even beyond that. I see the interconnection of it all between me, my brothers and sisters on this earth, nature, the earth itself, and the universe. I see the grand scheme of connection, of energy, exchange, beauty. I see and I listen to that intuitive voice, that intuitive vision that provides me with insight, foresight, trust. Take 2 more deep breaths here. And very slowly start to pull those arms back so that you can press into the forearms, then into palms, lifting all the way up. Grab your blanket if you have it. We're going to move upward to the Sahasrara, crown chakra. So taking a little bit of a hybrid rabbit position, I'm going to use the blanket to lift my hips and cross that blanket across my ankles to give myself a little bit of height here, a little bit on my calves, roll it up. So we're a little bit higher. And then grab onto the heels. Keep the knees wide, round down, bringing chin to chest. Crown of your head connects to the mat. Keeping rounded, hold on to those heels and really pull. So you're creating a nice round spine here. We don't have to lift our hips too high. This is a rabbit variation, a little bit of a hybrid between rabbit and child's pose. You will just feel a nice stretch through your back, and I want you to focus on the connection of the crown to the floor. And here we have in our Sahasrara crown chakra, our higher self, our higher being, our development, and our connection to the divine. Whatever divine that it is that you believe in. Trusting that divine plan, that source, that energy. Feeling something that is beyond us, outside of us, but yet still connected to us. Allow that energy to move outward from your crown, spreading down into the floor, permeating all around you. You see a beautiful white light, perhaps with a hint of violet, that is emitting from the crown of your head. And then very slowly start to unwind. The hands come down. You roll up. Let the head and the chin be the last thing to lift. Lean forward. Remove the blanket from underneath you. And then spin your shins to the left. To the right. Spin your shins to the right and let the hips come down behind you. Start walking your hands to the left, outside the left thigh, and take a little twist in your deer pose. And we'll move back down through the Ajna chakra. So I want you to imagine a purple disc right there at the third eye, spinning, and you can see it as clear as day. And that is your vision beyond the physical vision, your insight, trust, intuition. One more breath. Open your eyes as we adjust to come into our sleeping swan. We're going to unbend that right leg, let it kind of slide out behind you, and then keep twisting towards the left and pull the left knee out towards the back edge of the mat. Untuck those right toes. Keeping external rotation through the left hip, perhaps a block underneath of it. Maybe a little heel toeing of the left foot forward with the hips square. Slowly walk your hands forward and come down, bowing forward. And here again, we move into the throat chakra. So moving downward, I want you to envision that beautiful, beautiful blue circular light through that throat, opening your throat here, creating space and allowing you to speak your truth. Slowly start to walk your hands back. Let yourself sink onto that left hip. If you have a block, you'll have to remove it and take a quarter turn. Then extend the left leg out so you're in a seated, wide-legged position. When you're ready, inhale, lengthen through the spine. Keep those knees spiraling upward, feet spiraling outward. Find a nice amount of external rotation, and then start to walk it forward. Calming down into that pancake, that wide leg fold. If you want a block under the head here, you can do so. And we're moving from the throat chakra to the heart chakra. Perhaps the heart can connect to the floor, and imagine that beautiful green disc spinning here, opening you up, letting you love, accept, and be. And then very slowly we'll start to walk our hands back, lift the torso up. Lean back so you can bend the knees, and then let both shins go towards the left. So now we're coming into deer on the other side. Turn the knees downward and outward. Walk your hands to the right. Twist in that deer position, staying upright with the torso, but walking your hands as far to the right as you can. Into the Manipura solar plexus chakra. And then slowly lean forward, start to extend the left leg behind you. Hands frame the right knee and pull the right knee out to the corner of the mat. Slide the left leg back for your sleeping swan, pigeon pose. Maybe heel toe that right foot a little further forward. Make sure the hips are square here. Block under the right hip is always welcome. And then we're going to start walking it forward. And we're moving down back into the sacral chakra now, that watery, beautiful, orange-colored chakra. Svadhisthana, where we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, to feel sensual, to feel pleasantries, and just to be with our emotions, comfortable, okay. Slowly, slowly, slowly press up. Lean onto that right hip. Let the left leg circle around. Come back into your butterfly position. Hold onto your ankles or your feet. Sit up nice and tall. Pin those elbows in close to your body. Moving down again to the root chakra, that Muladhara Bandha. And just say to yourself, I am, because you are all of these things, going up and down the chakra, through our body, through our emotions, through our heart, through our love, through our truth. You are all of these things and more. You are. You are you. Be with that. Love it, the beauty of it all. Embrace all that you are. And then when you're ready, maybe bring the blanket behind your back. Keep the knees wide, and you can roll down onto your back if you would like. The blocks can support the knees. We're going to take our butterfly shavasana. So keeping those knees wide, coming down onto the blanket, or not if you don't have one, that's okay. Letting those knees remain open, perhaps supported, arms down by your sides. Let those palms be face up, fingers gently curl. Let everything go. All that you just went through, that journey, let it flutter away. Let yourself find stillness. Let go of your breathing patterns. Just be at peace. Slowly begin to come back to this room, to this space, to your breath and your body. Reach forward and grab the outsides of your thighs so you can gently press knees upward. Heel toe the feet apart and just let the knees brace each other, gently folded inward, leaning on each other for support. And start to wiggle the toes and fingers. Maybe the ankles and wrists. When you're ready, roll to one side through your fetal pose. And then gently press up to a seat, sitting down wherever you would like to sit, however, whatever manner you would like to sit. Take a moment. Feel gratitude for your practice. Thank you so much for joining me, yogis. Namaste. Thanks for being here, yogis. If you liked this flow, make sure to follow me and subscribe for more. Have a great one.